class. I think the biggest thing for her is going to be is seat time right now. When they get the car and everything ready to go out there and run that, I don't know if she's ever been in a door car or not. I don't
She
know
hasn't.
if
We just talked about that right before you came
okay.
on.
So that'll be the biggest thing I think it will be for. And I even talked about it a little bit in my podcast. If it was me, same thing I had to do whenever because I've wrecked a car before. I mean, I've been down the whole road and everything. I said you go to a prep track, get familiar with the car, get seat time inside the car. It's so much easier to turn a car down than it is to try to make it go faster. If you can go out there and you can run a certain number, you could detune it a couple tenths and just go down the track, and then you can start playing away with it to get it back up and running fast. So some people try to go just test on no prep, which me and my dad, we really think that's probably the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, because
Because
it's not the same as what you're doing. I mean, this deal, we've talked
for
about it many times, how the track comes around with all the
yeah,
traffic on it. How are you going to replicate that in testing?
and
If you
that's
just say,
where
don't prep this lane, you're never going to get there.
and that's where it is. So like what I did was, and then that's why I talked about in my video. I would go to a prep track. I would get seat time. I'd do everything, get passes, and then go to a good track. Like down here by me, we have Orlando or Bradenton Motorsports Park, which is probably two of the best tracks you could ever race on in your life. But I basically told them to just scrape to the 60 foot, broom the track off one time, and don't touch it for the rest of the day. Once you get seat time, and then if you want to get like a semi prep type deal, that's the kind of tracks that you go to. Then you'll be ready whenever it comes time to go run on a no prep deal. And then when it gets better on and later on in the rounds, that's when it'll kind of be similar to the tracks that you are running on. But if you're out there just ice skating left and right, trying to make it down to the other end, you're really not going to learn nothing, especially for a new driver.
It's an interesting way to look at it, and I'll definitely have to forward that on to my dad. Neither one of us have ever done something like this, so we're not quite sure on what exactly we're doing, but that's an interesting way to look at it, and I think that was one of the reasons why we potentially talked about testing with TJ is just to have both options right there. But I liked what you said about just telling them to modify the track ever so slightly, and I think that's a good way to look at it.
For
It's
sure. And
it is, man. I mean, that's this. I think that's some sage advice because